We are so excited to have everyone.
So you should see it on Facebook in a few secs. So please, if you're on Facebook, do have a look and let us know that you can see us live on my wall. You can then do watch parties to other groups, and so your friends can see it, or do watch parties to your own wall. I can see we're on live on Facebook. Woohoo! It's
Yes,
free.
awesome.
Great. So we're ready and getting ready to welcome Madam Titi, our very guest speaker today.
And also, I checked Bulu from John from Jigawa State. We're excited to have you join us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Collins. Welcome. Nice to have you here. And where are you from, Collins? Where are you calling in from? Oh, Kayla was saying hello to me on the screen. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Hi, Kayla.
Hi, Kayla. Hi, our young diamond too.
Yes.
Hashtag Wish Kids Club.
Hi, Mercy from Manchester again. Awesome.
Collins.
Okay, Collins, you're from Lagos. Awesome. You're welcome. Hello, Jane. Thank you for joining us all the way from Uyo, Nigeria. You're very welcome. We're giving it a few more minutes, and then we will be having our special guest coming to join us. We're very excited today. As you can see, it's going to be fun, and we are going to get great nuggets that should be life-changing for us. So hang in there for a few more minutes. Hi, Abayomi, you are so very welcome. We're so glad that you're part of us today. Joyce is showing off hers, so here's mine too. Wow, you're so very welcome. Gift from Uyo, nice to have
And
you
I
here.
think I can see our special guest
Woo!
speaker
Awesome,
just
awesome,
coming
awesome.
on.
Awesome. Awesome. So first of all, since she's here and 3 minutes early too, I'm going to go ahead and welcome everyone. We have so many people coming in from different parts of the world, from the UK, from Europe, from Nigeria, from the US, different. We are so excited to have you be a part of this meeting today. We are so sure that you're going to take away great things. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We have our guest ready here. We are so excited to have her. I guess you can tell from my tone that I'm so very, very excited. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You're very welcome. Hi, Yvonne. Welcome.
Thank you, Flo. Good evening, ma'am. Madam Titi, it's a pleasure to have you with us tonight. Thank you for honoring my invite. You've never met me as a D4 from the UK, and when I reached out, you honored my invite. It's such a privilege to have you here with us, with me, my sister-in-law, Flo, all the way from ATL. I'm going to go right ahead and introduce myself. 2 minutes early, I know, but since we've got our special guest speaker, so we're going to just get started. So my name is Joyce Olagere. I'm a qualified lawyer with an MBA from the University of Durham in the UK. I'm a certified project management professional with over 15 years experience across a broad spectrum of industries, including oil and gas, where I worked for British Petroleum, Vodafone in telecoms, and Credit Suisse in investment banking. Currently, I am a senior project management consultant with a FTSE 100 company in the UK. And for the reason of our deliberation today, I'm a Diamond 5 leader. Woohoo! I recently became a Diamond 5 leader just a couple of days ago. It's still sinking in. I'm really excited about that. I lead a team of over 500 people, mostly in the UK and the US, and some in Nigeria and across Europe and Canada as well. And it is my delight to be co-hosting you tonight. I hand over to you, Flo.
Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this opportunity to spend time with the numero one. So my name is Florence Obaitan, and I have an MBA from the University of Lagos. I also have my Six Sigma Black Belt from Emory University here in Atlanta, Georgia. I have over 15 years of senior leadership experience in many industries, specifically in the pharmaceutical and healthcare industry. I also am a Diamond 4 leader. I am a senior executive with my current healthcare company, which is a Fortune 100 company. And I am personally responsible for generating over 1.5 billion annually for this organization. It is my pleasure to be here, and I am seeking to know that source, that truth, to get to numero one. And started in Long Reach. I really just kicked it off April of 2020, and I'm happy to share that with great leadership under my partner, Joyce. I am a Diamond 4 leader now. Thank you.
Thank you, Flo. I think you're on mute currently. I'm going to go right ahead and introduce you. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? So, with us tonight, it's no ordinary star director. We have lots and lots of star directors in Long Reach, Nigeria, Long Reach, Africa, and Long Reach International. But tonight, guys, we have number one. No other place to go, basically. So this is my biggest event ever in Long Reach. So we've got Long Reach Africa and international markets number one with us, Madam Titi Ejimagwa. So let me introduce her. Madam Titi Olugiti Ejimagwa is an experienced businesswoman who has always had an eye for good business. With over 2 decades of experience in the business sector, a journey that has taken her across different top companies, Mrs. Ejimagwa has risen to become a pivotal piece in the Long Reach hierarchy. She joined Long Reach after having worked for a few other business firms, and apart from creating more wealth for herself, she has also helped in placing Long Reach on the international on the international forefront of business in Africa. She's happily married with 2 beautiful children. Thank you, madam, for honoring us today. We're really delighted to have you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Welcome.
So, just for the sake of our audience's work, this is an interview, like Flo mentioned. We are in the UK and the US is a growing market, a new market for Long Reach, and we thought who better place to hear from the number one, so she can share with us some expo. As you guys know, expo, that is what we are looking to get. Smart sheet. So get your pen and paper. I do have mine. As she's answering, I'm going to be taking notes so that we can get from expo and has to make it to the top, because she's right at the top, and we're so inspired by your journey and by your spirit. So without further much ado, I'm going to go right in and ask you the first question. So it's going to be a few questions. We're going to listen to Madam Titi and take some nuggets away, and there will be time for audience questions at the end. So keep your questions and keep typing. We'll pause for questions later on. So my very first question is, Madam, the title of this event is the Exponential Journey to the Top. So some people might be wondering, top of what? Some of our audience might be thinking they've just stumbled on this on Facebook Live. They don't know Long Reach or who they are. So can you just tell us in your own words, who is Long Reach? Why Long Reach? When did the journey start? And why did you get on board?
Okay. It's a pleasure to be here in the house with all of you. It's always an honor to talk about my passion. Long Reach is actually my weakness. It's a passion for me. It's actually my weakness. It's I just love the company. Who is Language? Language is is a global company that is into so many other things before they now venture into multi-level marketing in 2010. Before then, they were into manufacturing of products for different companies like Walmart, like Tesco, like Adidas, like M&S, and many other ones. Now, they are also into banking. In short, the company have 4 brands, different banks. Like we have in Nigeria, Zenith Bank, UBA, First Bank, GT Bank, that kind of, But China law will not allow, says that your bank name is the territorial name. Anywhere you are based, that city is the name of your bank. That's the reason why you're not seeing Longishi Bank of Tianjin, Longishi Bank of no. The territory you're based is a bank name. And so language are also into finance. So the wife of the chairman is basically the one running the finance part of language. And then we are also into furniture, a lot, loads and loads of things that we are into. I say we because I have language. Sometimes when I go personal, people are like, don't mind that. It's like
it's
the
us.
shareholder.
We can say
The money. Well, sorry, that's just I believe in this business. I believe in this company. I partner with this company, and so it's part of me. I can't refer to language as a company. I refer to it as my company because it's actually my company. I've tried to partner with them, and it's me. So and so when I use the word we are into, I mean language is into this and that and many more. But 2007, I think, China government opened up, allowed Chinese government to now go into multi-level marketing, and language got their certification to also do multi-level marketing, and they started following in 2010. The truth is, 2010, they contacted me, but I was number 2 in the world. They're not company entirely, so I wasn't interested in them at all. So I was like, sorry, I'm too busy with what I'm doing. I don't have interest. But they gave me a gift. And they sent me a parcel, but it's the sanitary pad and a liner. And I just use it, and that's just me. I don't even care, But before then, I did not have a child. We married for over a decade without a child. And then, this is my 21st anniversary. The anniversary is actually ongoing. We are doing photo shoots today.
Congratulations. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. I've not even breakfast. I've been doing photo shoots this morning. They are still there doing it. I have to leave them and say, I got to go and join this now. Wow. Like, I'm not eating, I have to be in here right now. So, to give me the part liner, my father also had a proposed issue. He doesn't know when he wants to win and all the rest. And so he used this front liner. And I went to pick him up. My mother was coming for summer in the UK. So I couldn't travel then because I have my son. So I went to pick my father up in Ibadan to my house. And on the way, we are in this bad gallop at Redeem area, in Lagos, and it was so bad that I was afraid my dad that I would have been soaked. And so I asked him, Daddy, are you soaked? He said, No, I'm not soaked. I said, You're not soaked. Why? Ow. Are you not wearing that? I said, No, I'm not wearing that. I said, Alfred, back. He's not wearing his diapers. He would have been so soaked. I said, No. I said, How? He said he doesn't need diaper again, that he now know when you want to urinate. I said, Sorry, you now know? How? What happened? What did you use? He said, It's not you that gave me something to be used in the liner. I'm like, liner? I gave you liner. Yeah, liner. Oh, yes. They gave it to me. For no one come like that, gave it to me. And like, he says, are you kidding me? Is that what? Are you sure about that? And that was it for me. I called the company myself. My kids have been looking for me for years, for months. I did not for them. I told them, I'm never in the country. Me that right to my house. Still, I'm not around. And then I told them I'm around. I went looking for them this time around, and when I got there, I was like, okay, where's your office? I said, you don't have an office? I have an office. Use my office. Right there, and then I arrested myself, my husband, my son, and then I kept a slot for myself again. I went with a friend, Rita, who is also a tutor director today in Longreach. She just started immediately that same day. Then another girlfriend of mine met me there. So that was so much start. So that's it. So I had my three downlines. Then I had people under those three people, and that was it. Even then, I didn't even do the business. Guess what? Because I was number 2 in the world. Another company entirely. What am I looking for? I wasn't looking for money. I was not looking for fame. I already had it all. But I saw it as NGO. You know, I'm Yoruba and I marry Igbo. My mother-in-law was living with me, you know, for years. She died in my hand, you know. So you know what it means when I cannot even hear, when I don't understand come in Igbo language. And I did not have a child with them. It was frustrating. It was terrible for a girl not to have a child in her husband's house. It was not easy at all. And me, I'm always traveling all around. So I was tagged and named so many names. Prostitute, Ashawo, she goes about, she's not responsible, she's never around. You know, all those things, I still have them around me. But the good is that I have a very wonderful husband who doesn't care, who trusts his wife absolutely, and allow his wife to globe shots without thinking, you know, without blinking his eyes. And you believe in this thing, go for it. You know, even when my own family members are even condemning him for allowing me to travel all around, he still agreed that, girl, I trust you. You go. You want to do this? Go ahead. You have my 100% support in this. So I was going from one government to the other in Nigeria, telling people about the products. For me, it was the products. I never saw the money. There's no money for me to even see in the beginning. So just saw the liner and the sanitary pad that worked for me. You know, I used it as well, and I got pregnant. I didn't know how I got pregnant. So I never knew that it was, well, that is testimony. Wait a minute, is it that thing? I also use it too. Can it be? Oh, yes, it is. Wow. And that was it. So for me, I was going from house to house, door to door, like a job witness I am, telling people about the sanitary pad and the pant liner. That was all we had then. And then maybe do we have toothpaste then? That was all we had. Sanitary pad, pant liner, and the toothpaste. So going from one door to the other, giving how this product to people. You have to use it. You are a man, you need it. You are a woman, you need it. Your cousin needs it, your niece needs it, your sister needs it, your wife needs it, your mother needs it. I keep on telling everybody that why they need to use the pant liner. You can't meet me without buying the products. Out of pity. You know, I'm a stammerer.
You have to get one.
You just have to say that you buy the product or you join the business. You will choose one. You are not going. You can't meet me and go scot-free. You have to just do something, and that was how it was for me in the beginning of Longreach.
Thank you so much.
So very much. Thank you
I have
very
a
much.
couple of follow-up questions because I can see the audience question, and someone asked that how did your dad use the panty liner, and how did you use the panty? They think you use the panty liner, but I think you use the sanitary pad as well because you got both of them from Longreach. If you could just explain a little bit because people are wondering, okay, how did your dad use panty liner for his prostate and you, of course, the sanitary pad?
Okay, my father is a very bad patient. He believed in fencing for headache. If he does so, you know, I've been in this industry for 23 years plus. And so, I've seen a lot of products, and trust me, all the products works. Products are working. But my father, if you give him any product at all, if you take it on Monday, by Tuesday, his product does not go, that product is fake. That is the father I have. He doesn't believe in taking product for 90 days. To him, it's 2 days and get cure or no deal. So for all these years, I've been giving all the products everywhere I've been, we just dump it. But this liner, because it's a contact product, he actually wet the lining, the green part, the chip, he wet the chip and placed it right below his abdomen by his private part, or an upper, what do they call those places now? Just a bust below the abdomen, he placed it there and stick it to his pants and wears it. That was how my father was wearing his liner. And then he did not even know when he started having the feeling. I don't know how long they use this, because I got like 3 packs. So I gave my father a whole pack. So that was how my father was using it. And then I did not even know that he didn't even tell me that he was already okay until I went to pick him summer 2011, that I know that he is okay. Then for me, of course, no child. So I'm menstruating. I used the pad liner before I did my messes, and I used the sanitary pad during my messes. Of course, I was also taking some drugs or some products from other companies that I was before, but I've been taking them for years as well. So it's not that I'm just taking it today. Yeah. I've been taking for years. I need to have a child. So I've been taking products and products. Then I also use this. It worked for me.
Awesome. Thank you so much, because
Amazing
I
story.
am someone who waited on the Lord for child as well, so I know the journey and the feelings. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Over to you, Flo.
Amazing. Thank you again for sharing that. It's going to be life-changing for people watching today. So now that you've told us about who Longreach is to you, that Longreach is actually part of you, when you're telling the story, Longreach is you because you're Longreach. But we want to know what it means to be a Star Director 5. So for you, you're number 1 in Longreach in Africa and international. What does that mean? And how has that transformed your life, really? Can you tell us, what some of your achievements are in being a Star Director 5 and how that has actually changed your life?
Oh, well, like I always say, when you are focused. Okay, somebody was in my house yesterday and was asking me how much my wife wants to do this business. How much does she need to bring to do the business? I say, I don't care how much. 10,000 naira you're in non-which, 1,000 naira you're in non-which, 100 billion naira you're in non-which, 1 billion naira, I don't care. Even if you're going to give me 1 billion naira, that does not matter to me. What matters to me is that we are determined, she's focused, she's angry for success, and she's not going to give up, no matter the situation, until she achieves where she's going. It's all about team building, and team building. It's not about how much you have in your account. No, it's getting angry. You have to be angry with yourself. You have to be determined. You have to want it like you want to breathe. You need to breathe. You need life. You are thirsty. You want to drink water. You are pressed. You need to go to toilet and urinate. You know that feeling. You are really pressed and you're out there. How do you go to the next toilet? Oh, I need to go to that. That feeling. That is how. That's to say, it's for me, it's my weakness, my passion, is what I talk about, what I dream about, what I feel, so for me to go to the end of the world, I do not care. I don't care. In short, what am I talking to you right now? I've not had my breakfast. It is 7:18 p.m. Nigerian time. The only thing I've had today is water. Water, that's all. And I've been doing photo shoots, changing clothes, touching makeup and everything. Well, you know, I'm so excited to be in this meeting because that is what I do. That's what I love to do. I love to talk. Even though I stutter, I still love to do the talking. So for me, that's just what gets me there. I refuse to allow anybody to drag me down. I refuse to allow negativity to affect me. It's everywhere. I refuse to even allow my team members to distract me. Not my husband, not my children, my team members, none of them can have the chance to even distract me because I will not give you the chance for it. So if you think you're my team member, you're not going to work, I just replay. I love long because that platform is there. You can always replace. Even if you're my first downline and you're not working, I can always put somebody else under you, and I work with that person that is determined to work to succeed. So I will replace you. So I always look for who is most hungry in my team. Wow, I see you, I run with you, I move with you. I just will not allow you to rest. I keep on setting targets for myself, setting goals for myself, you know, and my team members. See, even right now, Oluchi, I've told her, I give her days, hours, for her to get to pass out the director.
Yep.
Yes, I gave Oluchi, I said, Oluchi, you are not resting, you are not going to relax. This is what I have to go to our team, to our net. I look at our net, this is what you need to work on, this is what you need, this is who you need to work with for you to get to the next level. So if imagine I'm not allowing a 4-star director to rest. That is who I am. The same thing applies to Shane too. Hello, Shane, you're not sleeping. You know, hello, that's oh now go to where you put downline too. Okay, you what are you doing there? Where are you now? Where are you? Yeah, you need to become an SD in the next 5 minutes. So yeah, see what you need to do. I'll look at your leg, I will ask you to give me your password. You give me your password, I will go to your net, I will look at your net, you know, and I'll tell you this is what and where you need to work on for you to achieve this, you know. This is what your team members need to do. Your Diamond 3, you need to set, you need to have promos, your own personal promo. I did the same thing with uniform. I keep on telling uniform, you need to do promo for this and this. And she's doing and she's going, she's seeing results. She keep on calling me, Mama, okay, please help me to look at this. Is it okay? So yes, go ahead and do this. This is what you're going to achieve. If only 10 of your team members do it. You know, this is what I've been doing with my team members, and that's how it's been for me. So for me getting to five-star director, I did not even see it coming. I never saw, I didn't even know when I got five-star director. That is the truth. I didn't even know the date that my distance changed from 4 to 5. I did not know.
Wow.
I did not know because I was busy working with my team members, forgetting my own. You see, when your team members are good, they are okay. Yours is going to be very easy.
Yeah.
So that's how it's been for me. I go down and work with you down there. We go together, we score, and then we achieve results.
Awesome. So team building, be thirsty, be angry, be pressed, you know, be ready to work with your team members. And that's how you move towards going to the top without you necessarily putting any other thing. You are just focused on that. You are hungry. That's your passion. So that's really amazing. How does it feel while you are there at the top? As a follow-up question. So you are a star director 5, and you're right there at the top. So the audience, some of them haven't done long reach. They're like, okay, you are a star director 5. What does that benefit you? How does it feel to be right there?
Well, at this point, it's like you have a dream. Everybody have a dream. You have a child, and you think that your child will finish university and graduate with flying colors. And she comes out and makes you very, very proud. the feeling of fulfillment, the feeling of, okay, I've set this goal for myself and I've been able to achieve this goal. That mountain that seems insurmountable, I've been able to get on top of the mountain. I'm not at the peak of that mountain. That is the feeling. For Christians, the feeling of going to heaven, as in every day just open for you, like, you welcome my daughter to the heaven. You know, not a feeling. You're not in paradise. That is what it means to be at the peak of your business. At this point in time, I have direct access to anything and everything I want in language. I determine, I dictate, I choose, I just have all the power.
Wow.
Awesome.
Number one.
That's the meaning, although it's very boring up there. I can't wait to have 5 more joining me up there. You know, it's I can't wait.
It's great.
I'm so real soon.
Thank you for sharing that with us. We really, really appreciate that. I'm going to put it back on Joyce to go on with the next question.
Okay, thank you, Flo. Madam Titi, can you tell us how long did it actually take to get to number one? Because for me, I started my journey about 10 months ago. How long did it take to get to Start Director 5?
Okay, I started fully language 2012. That's when I started the business fully, actually. And so it must have taken me how many years? 2019, that's 7 years to get there.
Wow.
7 years to get there.
That's awesome. Wow. Thank you.
7 years of hard work.
Yes.
That's a good segue.
Of determination. 7 years of knowing what you want and not having any excuse not to get there. Determination to get there. 7 years of, in short, of desire, fulfillment. 7 years of everything. 7 years of everything you are. Just have to be, you have to be burnt out to achieve it.
Yeah.
And I was really, really burnt out to get there. Trust me, it was not served on a platter of gold. No, it wasn't. It wasn't served on that at all.
Talking about that, actually, just that comment you've just made leads nicely into the question I want to ask, which is about the challenges, because we all want to get to number, Star Director 5 or 5-star director, but there are challenges. I'm sure there were challenges along the way when you were building your business. If so, what was your greatest challenge or limitation that you had to overcome, and what advice would you give to new partners like myself and to other people who are watching us today?
My biggest challenge is long-range composition plan.
Oh, don't tell me about the plan because I don't understand it. I tell my team I don't understand the composition plan. I tell them every day, even today.
Joyce says, I'm a lawyer, don't ask me, I don't know math.
I think I said the number one says that this compensation plan was a challenge, so don't ask me.
It's the biggest challenge. You know why? It's just a different kind of plan from all that I've been used to. I wrote marketing. I wrote comp plan for companies before now. Before joining language, there's some companies, I will not mention their name, but I wrote their compensation plan for them. I built their plan for them, even though I've not even joined their company. You understand? They contracted to me, I did it for them. This came, I do not understand it. It's like, it's Chinese language.
This is funny because I say this every day.
What are they talking about? I don't understand language. It took me more than 2.5 years.
I'm so relieved. I'll sleep well tonight.
It took us, trust me, we have to sit down and dissect. It was me and Sharon. That sat down severally to look and wear our glasses, we carry binoculars, and be asking for the meaning, you understand, of how does it work, that was our greatest challenge. You want to do this thing and you don't understand how you're going to go about it.
Exactly.
That was the biggest challenge. Minus that, every other ones will always come and go. The products are more expensive than every other product that you've ever sold before, that are in the market. Then language is for the rich. I said, yes, of course. Do you want to remain poor? Do you want to work with poor? I'm not a chicken. I would peck. I'm an eagle, so I keep on swearing. You know, I look for the big one to eat, not crumbles. You know, so that to me comes and go. Bonus to newcomers. I will go ahead and get people to come to join the business, and the bonus, you know, a long run will be 100 naira, 500 naira, 1,000 naira. And they're like, is this what I came to do? I'm a VIP for God, for crying out loud. And I brought in 2 silver under me, and I'm being paid 5,000 naira. What an insult. And I'm like, oh my God, this is what I'm not used to this. You know, all the other ones that have been in Nigeria before then, in Africa before then, you know, you get your money very, very fast. There's always this fast, what do they call it again now?
Fast kind of bonus.
Yes, you always get fast money early, you know.
Golden
pay you
hello.
so much
Golden
in the
hello.
beginning.
Yeah.
But Longbridge gave you the cane first. I mean, be nice to us. It's not nice to us in the beginning. They gave us the cane, not, you know, so. And that is what makes them distinct. That's what makes them, it's tough, but it makes them to be unique. That's why we can sing the song of language to tomorrow. Language does not deceive us. They're not here to deceive you. If you have 10 people in your team, you will not earn as much as the other partner that has 1,000 people in a team. Is about team building. So severally, we have been deceived in Africa. The lot of them that comes to us give us first the carrots. And so we end big in the beginning. We think that that's how it's going to be. We didn't know that at the end of the tunnel is a very, very big king that's waiting for you. So when you are putting a lot of effort, when you're supposed to relax and eat, that is when you will now start crying. That's when you now start earning nonsense. I've been #1 in Africa since 2004. So it's not today. They have been leading different companies, you know. I was #2 in the world in the company before I joined Language, you know. So I know what it means to be up there, and I know how it is to be up there. You have to buy so much of what you don't need. You have to deceive so much. You have to, you know, so much by bickering, so much fighting, so much of a lot of things, you know, for you to survive. So much poaching, you know. Why do I have to seek your team members when I will still earn from you? You understand? But in the other network that you that have been around in Nigeria, there is this SSD, same source distributor. Like now, while I was 4-star, Oluchi was 4-star, Odeme, or Oluchi is 4-star, Odeme is 4-star. I didn't mean I'm in other company, I will not be earning from them again. Never, nothing, nothing, nothing at all, zero. And my hotline is still Diamond 4 till today. He would have lost, he would have killed himself by now because he wouldn't have earned 1 naira from me. But guess what? My upline is a multi-millionaire because even though he's Diamond 4 and he brought me to the business, he's still earning from me. He's earning 10% of my direct bonus.
Wow.
As flagship bonus. He's still and he's earning that to is it 35% as Diamond 4? That's what he's earning. On my downlines bonuses too, he's earning on them. Leadership bonus, he's still earning my performance bonus, he's earning the bonus, he's earning return bonus, he's earning repeat order bonus, he keep on earning. This isn't in any other place but in Longbridge. Any other place that you might have been before Long Range, you have lost me. Lost to the company. Imagine.
Right.
You have lost me to the company. But today, I'm working now. I'm pushing Oluchi, I'm pushing Chin, I'm pushing others to come up from the director. If we were to another company, I would never push them. I would look for a way to bring them down, pull them down, so they will not come and meet me there. But now, which is not that kind of company, is a company of love. You know, the more you, the more it's about a company of love. I need to help you. The more you earn, the more I earn. So go, girl, and earn. Go and build. That's why you see leaders, you know, praising their team members every now and then, because that is their pocket of pot of soup. The more you earn, the more I earn. So go out there and earn.
Absolutely.
That is fantastic. You know, so fantastic.
It's a win-win.
It's a great thing that you just shared. Where a lot of people don't necessarily understand that you do the planting first and then you get the harvest. That's what you just explained, that in the beginning, Long Reach, you may not be earning so much because it's a team building system. You have to build your team. And now that you are numero one, you can be earning all of those things. And even someone that was your upline that wasn't doing anything is sitting down now and earning and reaping from all of that. So that is really, really fantastic. However, I want to segue into one. I know you are there now, but I know there must have been lots of challenges to even get to where you got to, where you are right now. Was there any time when you even felt like just giving up? Like, I'm going to quit. Maybe initially when you were saying, oh, they only pay me 5,000 or whatever, that's such a, you said, I'm quitting, I don't want to do it anymore. So can you tell us if that ever happened? There are many people I've heard, they start multi-level marketing. I hear that maybe 90%, 80% do not go beyond the first year or the second year and they give up. So were you ever in that situation?
No, never.
Wow.
I'm a very determined person. Not that I'm a Jehovah's Witness. So if I come and knock on your door today, you don't open the door for me today, I will still come tomorrow and knock on your door as well.
You've got a thick skin. You don't take no for an answer.
Never say never, you know.
Like me.
It doesn't make sense to me. I come and knock on your door today, come and hear about God. Get out from here. Oh, yes, boss. I'll come again next week. Hello there. I'm here again. Get out. Okay, sir. I'll come again. I never give up.
Great. Great.
Yeah, you guys, don't give up.
Never give up. Never give up. That is really fantastic.
Thank you. That's for me, because sometimes you feel like it's too hard. Do I need to do this? You said to us, you're already number one in the world in your previous company. So you started building from scratch again. You know, in fact, started building from scratch. In fact, I would like you to just explain a few words, because some people might say, oh, I'm not good at network marketing. Like me, I'm a professional. I told you I'm a trained lawyer. I work in IT. I've never ever done network marketing because I didn't want to sell. I always figured network marketing was for people who want to sell. So some people just see Long Beach immediately. They say they put down their guard and say it's not for me. I don't like selling, and it's not just my thing. What advice do you give? Because we know that Long Beach is really not about selling or hawking products around. Can you just what advice would you give to such prospects who might be on the call thinking it's about selling?
Well, the truth is that no matter how beautiful the product is in the world, the salesman is the biggest person in the world. Trust me. Everybody sells. Zoom today is among the highest earner with this COVID. What are they selling? You know? Hey, Max, look at this guy now, Mark, Facebook.
Max is good.
You know? What are they talking about? It's about communication. We talk every day. Now you just have to change the mindset. People that are myopic will think that network MLM is for marketers, it's for downtrodden. Hello, wake up. It's for the big boys. It's for the big girls. It's for people that have confidence. it takes a lot of confidence, so a lot of boldness for you to do this business. So if you are carrot, yes, you will not want to do this business. But if you're bold, if you know what you're going for, if you're just like me, you don't want, I'm a stammerer, I want to be a lawyer. And they're like, I want to be a lawyer. You know, I dare myself. I tell myself I can when it's obvious that it's not possible. I tell myself it is so possible. So the biggest guys in the world want to be a networker. They wish they can be a networker. I've been here for some time. I've seen this, I've done that. Trust me, this is the best business anybody can do. Whereas you sit down.
This is from YouTube.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
asking YouTube, gossip.
Exactly.
And you're silent, you know.
Notification.
And I'm on silent, talking. Gossip.
Yeah.
You know, it's meant for those that really want to, that dare to dream, really. It's for that you communicate, you can talk. You know, everybody can do this business. We all network, but we don't get paid. We do it for free. I tell you, have you seen that book on Amazon? Go and pick it up.
Yeah.
If you go to Amazon and pick that book up, Amazon just makes some money, you know. Did you see that cup at Tesco? You went there and pick it up. Doesn't just get some money. Oh, do you see that iPad from Asda? You just get some money. And you're marketing Asda, you're marketing Tesco. You get nothing for it. I'm saying, stop being foolish. Stop being stupid. Market yourself. You are the most important person in the world. So sell yourself. Sell yourself. That's what I sell in language. You sell yourself. People don't understand what is language called. They don't understand selling. They don't understand it. What they're buying is you. So go out there and sell your conviction. That's what the people are buying. Nobody's buying the product from you in the beginning. They're buying your personality. They're buying your integrity. They're buying you. So make yourself the focal point. You know, make yourself very, very VVIP. That's who you are. Don't sell language, sell yourself. And see how long it pays you for selling yourself. You are language.
Someone said people join people not join because of the product, they join because of who, they join because of you. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, ma'am. Just on that note, though, I maybe have a follow-up question because some people might be wondering, right? So what are we talking about? You know, when we say, come do this, sell yourself, can you give us maybe some figures just to detail a little? Because some people are there thinking, oh, what are they all talking about? 5,000 naira a week or whatever. Can you tell us some of your achievements, you know, both financially and otherwise, from language in your time? Just give us some mind-boggling things that will make us not sleep tonight.
Okay. Where I'm staying now costs minimum of 1 billion naira. Where I'm staying here right now costs minimal of 1 billion naira. Where I sleep, where I'm talking to you from, costs minimal 1 billion naira. Guess what? I didn't save to buy it.
Wow.
I just bought it. I just bought it. It's no joke. It's no joke.
Are you guys listening?
Language proceed.
Yeah, it's no joke. I didn't save to buy it.
Guys, I don't know if you heard that. I heard it. From language in 7 years.
Wow.
And I didn't save for 7 days together. Trust me.
I don't know if you guys heard that though, but maybe some people are not hearing. I heard you. You did not say quiet. I heard you loud and clear. You didn't say too
And
much.
if
Thank you,
I
ma'am.
may ask, how much did you invest to be able, because a lot of people have invested millions and millions of dollars to make money. So you, from 7 years, you've been able not to save, but to get a property that is worth 1 billion naira. How much would somebody need to invest to be able to get a fraction of that even?
You don't need to invest anything. You can start with 10,000 naira.
Wow. Wow.
It's not about how much you earn, it's about how much you want to make. All that I put in language in the beginning, trust me, I got it back maximum of 3 to 6 months. All that I put in language, I got it back within 3 to 6 months. So for 8.5 years now, it's all profit for me. It's not profit. I've made my money over and over and over and over, and it's just there. And my children are also making theirs. They're all multi-millionaires. My son is sister director. My daughter is star director. My husband is 3-star director.
Wow.
They're all directors in my home, and and they're all making their money. And my son is just 9. He will soon be 10. My daughter will be 6 next month. I mean, tomorrow. Tomorrow, my daughter will be 6 tomorrow. It's June 14. She'll be 6 tomorrow. She's a star director. So it's just not about how much you invested in Language That Matters. It's all about team building. Team building.
Stay here and build your business and your team. The family earning 7 figures weekly, not to talk about Madam Titi's one. Wow. In 7 years, billionaire.
That is just amazing, mind-boggling. If you can wrap your head around that, you've heard it. So there are many people though who believe in multi-level marketing, and they have done it in the past. The challenge is a lot of them have been burnt. Like you had mentioned earlier, some of them give you the carrot to start, and then towards the end, they bring the cane. So what would you advise to a lot of people? Because now when some people go out and reach out and you just mention that it's a network marketing company, they're like, no, 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 no. I don't even want to go there anymore. I have been burnt. What advice can you give to those people?
Well, in life, you keep on learning in life. Trust me, there's nothing I want to tell you that. Just the truth is that you don't ever give up. This language pays. Yes, I've been burnt too severally, but I never give up. If I'd given up since then, I would not be where I am today. I wouldn't be where I am today. So you don't ever give up. It's just you have the right platform now. Many of them have been here. They do not. You see, people ask me, that one has come, that one is coming, that one has come. They are all coming. But do they have what I have? I'm an elephant stalwart. I am language. You understand? I'm so expensive. They can't pay me. I'm not cheap. Don't insult me. So when you are expensive, you will not be priced cheap. LV just did a face mask. LV face mask costs 1.2 million naira. While the face mask here for 1,000 naira, there are some for 500 naira. Hello, is your level, man? I'm talking about air. You won't go and price LV for face mask to 1,000. They will just look at you. Sorry, you're in the wrong store. You cannot compare the price of a Toyota Corolla to the price of a Rolls Royce. You won't. I mean, you're in the wrong store. You're not in the right store. Go to Corolla's shop. Go to Toyota's shop. You understand? This is a Rolls Royce, not a Toyota shop, you know. They are both cars, but you know, with their level, you understand? Yes, there are many companies that are like Toyotas. Toyotas are a very good brand, you know. I actually have a Toyota car as well. It's a very good brand. But is it up to Rolls Royce? That it took them 6 months to build one Rolls Royce. Are you aware of that?
No, I
In
wasn't.
that, oh, go and Google
I
it.
wasn't.
Go and Google that. It takes 6 months to build one Rolls Royce. In 6 months, they'll have built more than 100 Toyota. Do you understand? So that's the difference. Yes, there are many other brands that are out there that get us born severally, but there is one that is the truth. Narrow and calm is the way to life. Broad and spacious, and many are found in it. Is a way to getting burnt, to being deceived, to getting scammed. You understand? So that I've been born severally doesn't mean that I will not. That falling severally does not mean I will not rise up again. I keep on rising up. I will never just just don't give up. You will surely achieve it. Trust me. Trust me.
That is really, really great to hear that you have also been burnt, but you didn't let that
Severally.
stop you. Severally. It did not stop you. And you have been number one before, and you are number one again. You started from scratch, and you are here again. So if you are one of those people listening today or listening to this recording later on, I want you to hear it from her mouth. You may have been burnt before, but it shouldn't stop you. You should never give up. Spoken by the number one in Africa herself, Madam Titi. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the nuggets. I love it. Thank you, ma'am. So you've said a lot. I've taken some notes. You know, you said at the beginning, you know, be angry, be pressed, be hungry for success, right? You said team building, you know, being focused, no distractions, and all of that. But can you just give us maybe your three most important ingredients, right? Because you have a lot of experience, over 2 decades of network marketing experience. Can you give us your three most important ingredients for success in network marketing? Because I've never done it and I want to know so I can apply myself in that direction.
The first one is honesty. Honesty. Trust me. When people know that you're a very honest person, they come looking for you. Ants go look for sugars. Sugars don't go look for ants. Ants comes close looking for where sugar is. A lot of people have joined my team without me knowing them. In short, the very person that joined me in non-grit was not my team member. But when she knows what I stand for, she told me that, please, madam, anytime you see a good network, please let me know I want to join you. People call me that, please, I want to join you. Because I know that they're a very honest person. I will tell you the way it is. Yes, I will let you know there's nothing. The truth is always enough at any point in time. Tell the truth, stick to the truth, speak the truth, and it will take you anywhere. You will stand in front of kings when you speak nothing but the truth all the time. The second thing is have empathy. Have empathy. Look out for others. Have a shoulder for others to lean on. It's not just about your team members, even your sidelines that are in the business with you. You know, carry them along. Train everybody. Don't think that because you're not in my team, so I'm not going to join you. Today I was on Facebook. I'm not a Facebook person. I'm in Facebook. I'm not a Facebook. But I'm trying to come back to Facebook now, small.
We need you there, ma. We need your Facebook so we can connect with you more.
So this morning I was checking. I saw somebody's right talk, and I want to just say good one. And I said that I have to join the team before I can be allowed to make a comment. I'm like, really? I have to join this team before I can be allowed to make a comment. Okay, it's okay. I press join. Let me join the team. You understand? I know I know the team lead, you know,
Yeah.
and a lot of friends join. I've not had time to call her, but babe, I have to join your team for you to want me to make comments in your Facebook account. Now, wow, you know, see level. You understand? So trust me, you have to be empathetic. You have to carry everybody along. You don't know who will be the one that will help you tomorrow. You don't know who. You just have to be. That's my second nugget. And the third nugget is nothing but what I've said severally, and I keep on saying it, being focused. Never allow anything at all to distract you, neither pain nor gain. Neither pain nor gain distracts you. Stay focused. So it's always honesty, empathy, and focus. It will take you to the highest level. Trust me. When your team members know that you are always focused, they will not be distracted. But when you are the team lead, is in that one and this one and that one, then they will also go to 10. If you join one extra, they'll join 10 extra. So your team will be just scattered. But when your team members don't know that, oh, our upline is always there. People know me. They know me in Africa, but just forget her, she will not join you. Just forget her, she will not join you. You don't notice it, my wife. She's joined one, that is who she is. One and one for her. I'm never distracted. I don't care what if they're giving gold at the bus stop, I don't care. I'm okay with my own bronze I have here. My bronze one day we go to silver, and from silver we get to gold. That is it for me.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I've taken my notes and I will look at them again and listen back. Thank you so much. Over to you, Flo.
Just a piggyback on that, you gave us three great nuggets that you said are important ingredient for us to be successful. But what I would like to know is, do you have what's your most personal attribute that is responsible for your phenomenal success? You are so successful. What is your most important attribute that is responsible for your success? Even though you've told us honesty, empathy, supporting people, staying focused, and never getting distracted are key successes. But what about you? What is the most important attribute for you?
Or habits or something like that. Yeah.
My passion. My passion, like I said earlier, is my weakness. And language is my passion. It's like when you're in love with something,
Right.
you know, I just fall in love with language. And when I'm in love, I'm foolishly in love. You know, when you're in love with something, you're just foolish about that thing. Your passion is a weakness. When you love your son, you're foolish to your son. When you love your husband, you just stupid to your husband. That is what is it to me. So I don't see anything wrong. When anybody says anything that is, oh, this is wrong, I say, hey, I didn't see wrong, but I only see positivity. I don't see negativity. I don't. I don't allow negative air around me at all. I don't romance problem. There are problems everywhere. There will always be problem. There will always be stumbling block. But because I love that thing, my love will surely be more than able to conquer that problem I am facing. I don't have to ache. I don't have another heart somewhere. I also have my own challenges. I have my problem as well. What you see as a problem, I see it more. What you face as a challenge, I face it more as a team lead, you know, but I do not go about romancing problem. I look for solution to problem because I'm in love with this company called language.
Absolutely great to hear.
Awesome. First
Absolutely
off,
great.
your passion drives you. You don't focus on the small stuff or the negativity. You look for the solutions to the problem. Yeah. You spend time looking for the solution. Thank you so much, ma'am. Flo, do you have a follow-up question? Shall I go to the next?
Oh, I think we're good with that.
Okay,
Awesome.
cool.
That's
All
great.
right, thank you. You've shared with us a lot today, and we're really grateful for your time, being cognizant as your anniversary weekend. But if you have a few more, and I know that the audience have a few that they would like to also ask, we want to know, myself and Flo, was your most fulfilling or memorable moment so far on your long way journey, and why? I'm sure there are lots of them because obviously, you can talk about the cars, the houses, or what you have globally, but we would like to just know what's your most favorite moment and why, or accomplishment and why.
Two, I have two. Most fulfilling a time for me in language are two. Very first one is when I travel long with platform trips and I look back and I see 100, 500, 700, 1,000, 2,000 people traveling with me.
We can see there's something blocking your camera.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, that's
Sorry,
okay.
sorry. When I see, when I travel, when I travel, at first it was just me, my husband, my son, and Rita. Then, that travel with long bridge, and I'm like, I'm tired of this trip. It's very boring. Just not my family alone with Rita travels every now and then. But today, when I look back and I see Chick Award, and I see several people qualify for Nigeria, and all over Africa, all over the world, I'm seeing 5,000 people qualifying for a trip. I feel fulfilled. That gives me joy. That really gives me fulfillment. That's not all. When I look back again, I see life being transformed. And I see people who cannot afford to even eat, to have a decent meal, and today they are flying business class, first class, riding the best of cars, living large, going on vacation everywhere. Oh, how will you feel? I'm a fulfilled mother, very proud mother.
Wow.
Those are the things that gives me fulfillment. They are what drives me on. That's just it motivating me, and I cannot just stop but doing more. Looking for what again can the company do? What again can we do to support those other ones that are still down there for them to get up there? Those are the two things that I see. Life transforming situation that makes me a complete mother.
Wow.
That's
The lives that you've transformed, you've helped to transform because you said yes to this opportunity. You simply switched to your brand of household toiletries, and today you've transformed the lives of thousands across Africa. Wow. Thank you. In fact, I had
millions,
millions.
millions.
Wow.
Yes.
Millions, because you said yes just 7.5 years ago, and today millions of people, including mine, have been transformed today. So that's phenomenal. And I think I've heard, when you were on Shark Tambo about your driver. Your driver brought someone to
He
you.
was here today. He just
Tell
left.
that story, please, about your
He
driver.
just
Wow.
left.
Yeah.
Let me go for his
Wow.
picture. He just left now. He was here today.
Because I listened to that interview and I thought, oh wow, your driver is
Yeah.
also his life transformed by long reach. He's a
He
millionaire
was
today,
here today. He was here today.
the former
He just
driver.
left my house now. Before I came in now, he just left.
Wow.
That is awesome. That shows how
His
your
whole
love
life,
for
his whole
language
life too
skills.
transformed because
Yes.
wow.
Wonderful. Great. So you talked about how, these have been very good, satisfying moments for you to know how you are impacting people and transforming lives. What do you then define as success in long range? So to you, what would you say is success? You told us some of the things that you've done to get to that top. But for you, what is your definition of being successful in this business?
Touching lives. How many lives have we been able to touch? Sorry, we don't use NEPA in my house, so NEPA did not go off. But what yeah, there is no NEPA in my house, so we don't use NEPA in my house. But what happened is they have to change the gen, the power supply, change the gen. They've been running on one, that's to talk to the other one again.
Yeah.
That's what really happened now. So don't be deceived. I was on the 21 days, up NEPA. I said,
no NEPA here.
It's not NEPA here, but they
Yeah.
always change the power source, you know, change the brand. So it will come up very soon. That's going to be like in my eyes. So sorry, it's dark now. Let me see if I can use my flash.
That's okay. That's okay. And
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
So just saying that sorry, the question again.
Yeah, it was just for you to define to us what you believe your definition is for success.
For anyone
touching lives. How many lives have you been able to impact? You know, that is what success is all about. It's all about for me.
Thank you.
It's all about life touching lives. How have you been able to, I mean, how many people have been able to touch their lives in your course of life? It's not about how much you have in your account. Okay, let me just know what I'm doing. I'm doing a Zoom meeting, training every Sunday, twice a week. And I'm like, okay, these people that I'm training, they are the downtrodden one, the new ones, Q Silver, Diamond 1, Diamond 2. And I'm like, to be on Zoom for 2 hours will cost them about 500 naira to buy hair time. You understand? So let's say, okay, I'll be giving them money. The first 10, I'll give them 10,000 to each person that answer question. What we have discussed, let us see somebody, okay, raise up your hand, we call 10 people to give us answers, and you get 10,000 immediately. One day, I did this, and someone was asking me, said that, madam, I've not seen my alert. I said, it's been sent, you will see it. Maybe it's delayed from your bank, you will see it. The next thing, thank you, ma'am, I've seen my alert. And he sent me his screenshot, his alert. Guess what? All that was in that person's account at that point in time was 519 naira. So my giving him 10,000 naira makes this account balanced with 10,519. I was touched. I'm like, what? 500 naira in your account? A married man? How will he cope with his family? I'm much more determined. Since then, I never stop. I'm much more determined to even give out to more people. From 5 to 10. Last week, I gave out to 22 people. And I'm doing it twice a week. Share it among all. You understand? This to me is what life is all about. It's not about how much I earn. Trust me. What I earn in a week, it's okay for me for the next 6 months or even 1 year. So what will I do with 51 weeks bonus? What is to invest? And I'm also into property, I'm into construction, you know? So that to me is what life is all about. Touching lives, making people happy, making smiles to people's faces. That is more important to me.
Thank you, ma'am. That's really deep.
Just connected it to your love, your passion for long reach, using that platform to be able to touch lives. So that's really great. Thank you for sharing that.
The touching lives. That's what we know when we share our story. We always talk about how we do this, not just for ourselves, because we want to change lives. Flo and I, we're passionate about empowerment because, we can say we're comfortable. Why do we need the stress of doing a side hustle? But, we're building and touching lives because we know that's what really counts at the end of the day. So thank you. And the last sort of final two questions really about, the future. We've heard a lot about language. We know language is well established in Africa. They've been in Nigeria since 2012. We know we've never talked about the plant actually. We do know that they're building a smart 4.0 plant in Lekki Free Trade Zone right now in Lagos, Nigeria. Now, our question, I live in the UK, Flo lives in Atlanta in the US. So what does 5 years look like, for us, for Longreach USA, Longreach UK specifically? What's the vision of the company for these two markets?
Amazing. The future is so beautiful, you won't believe it. I can't, in short, amazing, trust me. Longreach will, in short, UK, US, it's our chairman's passion, it's the plan for the market, it's something else, and we'll still start saying it. Every now and then we're talking about starting different things to help to build those markets, and very soon you will be seeing a lot of things happening in UK, in US, and in short, all over the world. Longreach, the smart factory is even ready.
Wow.
In Nigeria. We're supposed to even launch it. We're supposed to have launched it, if not for COVID. We're going to shut everything until next year.
Yeah.
We'll start fully next year. We'll do the launching next year. Because of this COVID, we can't miss our distributors live. You cannot do small opening. You cannot just say only the SD should come for the opening. You cannot do that. So we'll leave it until next year when we're sure that the coast is clear, that this virus is out of the way. Then we'll do the reopening. But ready, it is ready.
Wow.
It's fully ready. Longreach will be all over. We're taking over this year. If not for this COVID, we will have done much more than whatever we are now. But yet, with the COVID, we're not even relenting. We are still doing a lot of things. In short, we've signed Longreach Studio now. Next week, it's supposed to be a Longreach Studio. Longreach Studio, yeah, like, in short, world-class studio. It's been built now for Longreach. Shall come, I told them, let it be next week Sunday, because we don't want to do, I don't know, they should not do it during the week. We'll start broadcasting from Longreach Studio next week Sunday.
Is it in Lagos?
Yes,
really?
Yeah, and after doing, I was starting in Lagos. We're going to go through it around Nigeria. Of course, we got to UK, get to US too. We're going to put your own studio for you to do your own Zoom meeting, everything.
Awesome.
I cannot wait.
Awesome.
There are a lot of things that are the pipeline that we're doing to make it easier for us, even with this COVID, without risking our life. We're really going to make it work. We're going to go places.
So we're expecting our office and warehouse hopefully in the UK soon, right? I think that's what I've heard.
Yes.
Fantastic. Awesome.
But just in line with that.
11 products for this started in the UK.
Sorry, you can go ahead. You were saying something.
I said we already have 11 products for started in the UK.
Awesome.
And so the next thing is for us to have our office and everything. But for this COVID, I can't wait. I just can't wait. Can't wait.
Thank you, ma'am. Over to you, Flo.
All right, so just in line with that, looking to the future, when do you think, is this the best time to be involved in Longreach in UK and US right now? And if so, why? We have a lot of people from the UK and United States that are listening.
The best time was yesterday, not even now. The best time was yesterday. So you're already late. So start morning now.
You're on a long thing.
Actually run and keep up the pace now. You have to really run and keep up the pace. If you're not, why not? If not now, then when? It is now. It is now. You don't have a choice but to be determined to join right now. Now is the best time for you to be with the business. You don't want to be among the, although language doesn't have, just start today. Don't even wait till next week. Today is the best day for you to be in language.
Get on board.
Today is the best day to be on board. Because if not, that's your cousins, your friends, your in-laws, everybody will join before you. So join now so that you can add them in your team, or else they will have joined. Okay, let me give you my own example. A friend called me. I've not seen that friend since 1997. And he called me that, Titi, I said, yes, I want to do language. I said, no, please, after COVID. Guess what? He was in my house yesterday. He has joined language already. He has joined because I said after COVID. He couldn't wait until after COVID. So he joined immediately. So I lost him. I lost him because I was saying that don't come, don't join, don't come to me. I didn't want to see him. He wants my sister. He said, no, you don't come and see me. You can join. He said, no, I want to see you. You can't see me. You can't shut my house. You're not allowed to even come with. No guest is allowed in this city for now. I live in Atlantic. They do not allow any guest at all to come to the city during COVID. Even all the staff, the security, the cleaners, they are all kept. We all kept them in-house to do the cleaning and everything, to get them to stay. We don't allow anybody to go home. So nobody's allowed to come in at all during the COVID period. So I told him, you can't come and see me. He came and see me today, he has joined already. So please, don't be like me, yo. May I join now? Quite too late.
Oh, wow. Wow. In fact, audience, please, if you have questions, I know you might have typed it earlier on, you might want to type it again so we can see your questions. And all, someone was asking, how do they get in touch with the speaker? Are you on Facebook? I think you're on Facebook. If I remember, I followed you on Facebook. You said so you're on Facebook.
I'm on
It's very
Facebook.
active. Okay. So you can follow, for the person asking, you can follow Madam Titi, like her, add her as a friend on Facebook, and that's how you can connect, and or join Longreach, and you get to meet her when she does an event near you. I'm looking forward to hosting her in the UK by God's grace, that later on this year or next year. So we'll get to meet in person. So you can connect, virtually in the meantime. And any other questions?
There have been some variation of questions about how to join. People are excited about this opportunity. I want to let you know, whoever invited you here, please reach out back to them and they will be able to give you all the information you need to get started to join. And remember what the numero 1 said, what Madam Titi said, join today. Don't wait till tomorrow. You're supposed to have joined yesterday. So
exactly.
Go get back to whoever invited you to this meeting and please let them know you're interested in joining. They'll give you the information you need to go ahead and get started.
Someone asked about products, the fact that it's from China and people might look down on it because it's a Chinese product. What do you have to say to that, especially in this current climate that we're in now, ma'am?
Longreach have research institutes in the US, and so in New York, Oak Ridge, New York, and so that is produced from the US. So, sorry, Longreach is going to be producing from Nigeria very soon as well. So it will be Longreach, Nigeria, to the UK, to Canada, to US, to South Africa. So why not? In short, the Longreach have the HQ in Canada is just all, but Longreach is not just any kind of company in China. Sorry, the Longreach have the HQ in China is just that. That's just all. Longreach is a global brand. It's not a local brand. It's a global brand. So you're not just joining Longreach alone. You're joining a global Star Wars. That's all Longreach is.
So a lot of people are asking about Ireland, Canada, because I know that Longreach is not currently in those countries. And I think there's a pipeline, if I'm not mistaken, Canada and Ireland and other
yes.
I believe.
Canada is in the pipeline. It's just Canada is almost ready. We registered the company in Canada. We opened the accounts in Canada. We are about if not for this COVID, the US manager was all to be in Canada to go and do some finishing, and then Canada will start immediately. Everything about my calendar is ready, just for the US manager to be able to go. But because of the border closure, she couldn't travel from US to Canada now. That's just the reason why we don't start a Canada branch. Okay. Ireland too. We are in Ireland already too. Someone is in Ireland. We have a stock list in Ireland already.
Yeah, I know that is ongoing currently. Fantastic. And I know lots of US folks, including Florence, they keep asking about the products. They have a limited range at the moment. When are we going to get more products into that market? And I don't know if you have anything to say. I know Nigeria originally had 3, and today we have probably more than 100 in Nigeria.
Yes, it's gradual. We are coming in. We are coming in. Gradually, we are going to have many everywhere. Many everywhere. It's gradually.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. You've been phenomenal. Really, really, really. We've had some mind-boggling, figures and all of that. And, the nuggets that you've given to us, more importantly, we can go to work with them, use them as we build our business. And for those undecided, you've had it all. In 7 years, you can be a billionaire if you put in the work. That's it, a billionaire, right? So you just need to put in the work and focus. 5 to 7 years will come in a flash. So if you're ready to build, we are ready to work with you. And we have a couple of exactly.
Let's work together.
Absolutely. Let's sound like the eagles, that we are. So because we have an amazing business platform. I don't know anywhere where you start a business with. I don't know even how much you did. I think you mentioned you did 4 VIPs. You did for yourself, your husband when you first started, because I've heard your previous interview. And in how many years that's on to $1 billion naira and more. That's just one nugget of you didn't save for it. So guys, it's a no-brainer to me. But we have 2 just bonus questions, and it's really quick for fun. Myself and Flo. My one is, what's your favorite quote? I'm sure you have many.
I start thinking about my favorite quote now. What's my favorite quote now? I don't even know. So many. Only one to come up, not 100 at the same time. What will I say my favorite quote now? Can you just imagine? I'm lost.
We'll come back to you. But in the meantime, I just want to say this to everyone. Madam is written a book, Work What Works, right? I tried to look for it on Amazon, ma'am. It's not on Amazon.
No.
It's on Amazon, UK.
No,
okay.
No, it's not. Okay, but I will put it there.
Please, because I tried to pick up a copy so I could read it before today's event, and I couldn't find it on Amazon. But if you're in Nigeria, I'm sure they can get it in Nigeria.
Yes.
Yeah. What works? So that book is going to be power packed. So get a copy, and and read it to get the mind of the person who's a billionaire sitting us before us today. Someone who started Long Beach in 2012 and by 2019 became #1. So that is in just 7 years. Flo, over to you.
So if you were going to recommend one book for a new starter, there's a few people who have made comments here, like Gifted Hope has asked that I'm barely 2 weeks in Long Beach. It feels good to be listening to this already. I am very encouraged. What would really boost my confidence? What kind of books can I read? What word of encouragement can you give to me? So my question to you is, if you were to recommend a book for a new starter in Long Beach, what book would you recommend to help them get started?
Which other book will I recommend?
Exactly. What works?
Apart from what?
Long Beach actually work.
Exactly.
So it's so fitting. Everything you need to know about how to make it work for you in language is in the book. It's not just about language alone. It's actually about lifestyle. Everything you need to know about how to live your life and be happy. For me, I'm just smiling. I love smiling. I just love to smile because life is easy. Life gives back to you what to do to life. So for me, it's always positive energy around me. I wake up in the morning and look at the sunset. I live on the ocean, so I see the sun setting, I see the sun rising. I look at nature. I'm so happy. So that's it for me. So have this positive energy around you. That's what you need to succeed in life. Positivity opens all doors, and that's what the book is all about. You're working, you don't even know that you're working. You are having fun, and you're working and you're making money while having fun. What other work can you work if not making fun and making money? That's kind of work.
That's right. Having fun and making money and then impacting lives. What else? Absolutely. Absolutely.
And living the dream, living in an Echo Atlantic City. That's my
Yes.
dream. My dream house. You guys have heard it all today. If you've got value from today, please give Madam Titi some emojis, give her some high five, put some, some emojis on, just like that. Feel loved. She's given us so much value. She spent about 90 minutes with us. It's an anniversary weekend. She would have been just relaxing with her family, but she's, come on board. I'm just a diamond 5 now. When I even approached her, I was a D4. She's number 1 with many, many, many ranks. I can't even, too much ahead of me, but she came down to honor my invite. I really cannot thank you enough. I thank you for your humility. Thank you for, the love that you said, the service. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's been, amazing. I can't even thank you enough. Flo, your final thoughts.
Absolutely. I'm blown away. I mean, like Joyce said, we were people who we felt, okay, we're comfortable, we're okay, but you've shared the why. It's not just for yourself, it's really to empower other people. You talked about the ladies, your friends that you started together. The day you signed up, they came in, they signed up, and they're star directors now. So the millions of people together you guys have been impacting, it's really, really great. And for you to share your story with us on how you struggled and you worked through it, but you never gave up. Never, never give up. Your passion, your love for Longreach, you and Longreach, you say you are one. And so you never got distracted. So people listening, I really want you to take something out of this, that it can be done. Even if you've done it before and you've messed up or they burnt, you got burnt. She has gotten burnt severally, she said in her words. So never give up. So Madam Titi, you have been so humble. You are so great and precious to us that you would give us your time. You haven't even eaten today,
Yeah.
So thank you for doing what you do. You are also impacting people's lives right now that indirectly you might not know, because of what you've shared today, many people would stay focused, stay on track, and it will change their life, and they will also change other people's lives. Is why we do what we do. So I can't thank you enough. Thank you so very much from all of us.
Thank you very much for having me in the house. It's always a pleasure to be. I miss people that are happy to be. I miss happy people. Only people that are happy and people that are helping can be in Longreach. Thank you very much for being positive, for touching lives, for helping people around you as well. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, ma. Enjoy your anniversary weekend and your daughter's birthday tomorrow. You guys have fun.
Thank you,
bye,
everybody.
ma'am. It was really a pleasure. Bye-bye. God bless you. Oh, a lot of emojis.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Love you all. Bye.
Bye. Hey, Flo. I'm still buzzing.
I am buzzing right here. It's been amazing. I mean, amazing session. If she can do it, you all know you could do the same thing. So, you heard it from the horse's mouth. You heard it from her. Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do this. You're sitting on a billion. No need to procrastinate.
For those of you still on and you don't know how to start, please, we are live on Facebook. Send information to us. We will get you. Go back to the person who invited you. If you still don't know how, just send a message to Joyce or Lagary's handle on Facebook, and we'll get you the information you need to get started. Don't wait till tomorrow. Get it done today.
Today, guys, today is the day, your lucky day. You stumbled upon this video on Facebook. Today is the day. God wanted you to see this video. So get on board and change your life and change many other people's lives as well. I'm speaking to you. Yes, you.
Yes, you. Exciting.
All right, guys. Bye-bye.